You are about to practice Beginner's Yoga Flow, a 20-minute detox class. Welcome to the Fightmaster Yoga channel. I'm Lesley Fightmaster. This is day 11 of our Yoga for Beginners 30-day challenge. Today we'll focus on a lot of twisting, which is great for the health of your spine as well as detoxing your body. Remember, if you need a break at any time, push the pause button and take a break. Take care of yourself, take care of your body, and let's get started. Congratulations to Erin Scheller from San Francisco. You won day 11, a free yoga mat from Jade Yoga. I used to live in San Francisco. I love it there. Now, if you would like to win a free yoga mat from Jade Yoga, all you have to do is go to fightmasteryoga.com/free mat, and you can enter there. It is not too late, but one thing you have to do is you have to subscribe to this channel and push the like button, because Duke says all the cool people push the like button.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, begin sitting nice and tall. Again, close your eyes. Take a couple long breaths as you ground through your sitting bones and lengthen tall. Bringing your hands together. May your practice today help you to release and let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Breathe in that intention, and then releasing the hands. Inhale and sweep your arms up. So sitting up tall here still. As you exhale, take your left hand, or turn to the left, and keep your ribcage moving to the left, but let your shoulders relax a little. Hands are facing each other. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, release the arms down. Keep grounding through your sitting bones and lengthening through the spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms facing each other. Keep the ribs in. As you exhale, start to turn to the left side. So turning the rib cage, maybe turning your head a little bit, as long as it's okay with your neck. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, and release. Now we're going to switch the cross of the legs so the other shin is in front. It might feel a little funny. Ground down through your sitting bones again. Inhale, reach your arms up tall. Keep the ribs and belly pulled in. Now left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Sit tall on your inhale. As you exhale, start to twist. So you're going to use your internal muscles like you did before you had your hand on your knee, but then you can use that hand on the knee just a little bit to go deeper, not too much. Move gently and slowly back to center. Sitting tall still, reach arms up, inhale, palms facing in. As you exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Sit tall on your inhale. Exhale, start to twist, rolling the left shoulder back, turning the rib cage. So remember, use those internal muscles, and then a little bit you can use that hand against the knee to twist a tiny bit deeper. Come back through center, and then we'll crossing the shins, we'll roll forward onto the hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Reach your right arm up on your inhale. As you exhale, sweep it underneath the left arm. Now come onto your right shoulder. Take your left hand to the hip and pull it back. Let your left hand rest at the low back, or some of you might even be able to reach around and hold on to the right thigh, rolling the left shoulder back. Remember, it never matters how deep you get into the stretch. Do the best you can. Trying to roll the top shoulder back a little, getting some stretch in the shoulders. Keep the hips level as you can. Inhale, release that back to center. And left arm up. Exhale, sweep it underneath the right, coming onto your left shoulder here. Now pull your right hip back with your right hand so your hips are level. And then you can just rest it on the low back or reach around, hook it onto the left leg. You could also keep that hand on the floor if it's hard to balance here. Do the best you can to roll the top shoulder back and widen across your collarbones, but keep pulling that right hip back to keep your hips level. So when we're twisting, we want to twist from above the waist is the safest way. Let's come back to center and to table. Now walk your hands about a handprint forward. Inner elbows spin toward the front of the mat. Tuck your toes and stretch back, keeping the knees bent. As you stretch the weight back to the hips and then slowly begin to bicycle your legs. Bending one knee and the other at your own pace. Make sure your arms are shoulders distance and your feet are hips width apart. Now bend both knees, stretch way back, and then start to straighten through the legs. Spin the inner thighs back, reaching heels toward the floor. And now look forward, walking feet to hands. Inhale, hands to shins or above the knees, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around and up. Ribs in, belly in. Exhale, hands to heart. Come to the top of the mat, feet together or hip socket distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Keep your ribs in, firm the legs. Exhale, and take the arms halfway down. Reach left arm forward, right arm back. But now look at your hips. Your right hip wants to go back, but move it forward. So remember, we want to twist from above the waist by keeping the hips nice and level. So it's a little more challenging than it looks. Inhale, reach the arms up, come to center. As you exhale, arms halfway down. And then left arm back, right arm forward, but then take that left hip forward. So your hip points are facing toward the front of the mat as you stretch through the arms. So we're twisting from above the waist. Inhale, stretch the arms up, palms facing in. And then exhale, hinge from your hips and fold over your legs. Bend the knees as much as you like. As you inhale, come halfway up and lengthen through the spine. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Exhale, step your right foot way back and then your left foot back to plank pose. Knees can come down at any time. Shift the shoulders forward, hug the elbows in, lower to your belly, hands by the low ribs. Inhale, peeling your chest up, keep your belly lifted, lengthen sitting bones to heels. Now tuck the toes, press up to plank, keeping the knees down or up, and then lift back into down dog. Press into the base of the fingers, lift up through your forearms so you have less pressure on your wrists. Pull your ribs and belly in and up. Make sure your feet are parallel, spin your inner thighs back. Now looking forward, we'll step the feet all the way up to the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, press through the feet to rise up, look up, keep the ribs and belly pulling in. And exhale, bring hands to heart. Inhale again, reach up and lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward from your hip creases and fold in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Now we're going to bend your left knee. Take your left hand to the right shin and reach up through the right arm. So it's a little twist and you can bend both knees. It doesn't matter, but keep your hips as level as you can. You can also keep that left hand up above the knee. Come to center and fold. Now bend your right knee. Take your right hand over to the left shin and reach up through the left arm. Try and pull the right hip back. You can bend both knees as needed, but pull your right hip back as you're twisting here. Pull your belly in and up and try and turn from your rib cage and the upper spine. Come back to center. Bring hands to shins, look up, lengthen, inhale, and then bend the knees, plant the palms, right foot way back, and then left foot back to plank. Knees can come down at any time. Hug your elbows in, lower all the way down to the mat. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, peeling the chest up for baby cobra. Or you can come into up dog from the other day. Press yourself back up to plank with knees up or down, and then to downward facing dog. Remember, arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width apart. Breathe here, arms and ears in line. Now look forward and bend your knees. Walk your feet to the hands. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Fold as you exhale. Press through the feet, rise up on your inhale. And then exhale, bring hands to the heart. Turn to face the long side of the mat and step your feet out nice and wide. Turn your right leg all the way out and your back toes in a little line up, front heel with back arch. Exhale, bend your right knee over the ankle. Then lean your torso forward. Take right forearm to right thigh and stretch up through your left arm. See if you can bring your bottom ribs forward a little and top ribs back. Press to the outer edge of your back foot. Make sure, again, your right knee's over the ankle. If you want to challenge yourself, bring your right arm forward as you continue to bring bottom ribs forward, top ribs back, and then lift up down to warrior two. Now we'll come back to center and straightening both legs. Hinge from the front hip crease, reach out and then down for triangle pose. Take your left hand to your bottom ribs and pull them forward. So your top ribs will spin back and then reach the left arm up. Press into the big toe mound of your right foot, drawing right sitting bone under you. Press your left thigh back and keep that leg nice and firm. Lengthen through the side waist. Inhale, make your way back up. Feet to parallel. Let your arms relax a moment. Turn your left leg all the way out, back toes in. Line up front heel with back arch. Exhale, bend the left knee over the ankle. Make sure it's right over your middle toes. Then lean forward from the hip crease. Left forearm down, right arm straight up. See if you can bring your bottom ribs forward here, top ribs back. Lengthening crown of the head all the way through the outer edge of the back foot. Pressing the back thigh back and lifting the back inner thigh up. Challenge yourself by taking your left hand forward if that's possible. I know it's not easy. Keep bottom ribs moving forward, top ribs back. Come back to warrior two, and now straighten your leg. So we're going to set up for triangle pose, still heel to arch, both legs straight. You can do a longer stance or shorter, whatever you prefer. Reach, hinge from the hips out and down. Stretch up through the top arm, but then bring the hand to the bottom ribs forward so top ribs will spin back. So it's almost like a little twist here as well. Press into the big toe mound of the left foot, drawing the left sitting bone under you. And now find all the length you can through the torso, from your navel to the crown of the head. Looking up only if it's okay on your neck, otherwise forward or down. Look down to inhale and come up. Now I'll take the feet to parallel, toes in a little toward each other, hands to hips, look up, lengthen, exhale to come forward. As you inhale, make a nice long spine, look up, and then keep your right hand down and lift your left arm up. Try and keep the hips level here as well, so left hip will pull back just a little bit. If you want to go deeper, you can take your right hand over towards your left foot, but you don't have to. Make sure the weight is shifted gently toward the balls of the feet so it's nice and even. Now come back to center, look up, lengthen. Left hand stays down, stretch through the right arm. I'm going to pull your right hip back a little bit. Shift the weight toward the balls of the feet. If you want to go deeper, you can walk that left hand closer to the right foot, only if it works for you. Inhale back to center, look up. Then exhale, bring hands to hips, and inhale, come all the way up to center. Step your feet back together and turn and face again the front of your mat. Hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around and up. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases. Fold forward with a long spine. Shift the weight toward the balls of the feet if the legs can straighten out. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot way back and then step your right foot back and come to down dog. So lift the hips up and back. Spread the fingers, press into the base of the fingers. Now looking forward, we'll start to walk the feet forward, crossing at the shins if you can, and then sit your buns down. And then bring your hands behind you, lower yourself onto your back. Walk your heels under the knees and make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel, arms by your sides. As you inhale, lift your hips, low back and mid back, maybe the upper back. Keep the palms down or grab the sides of the mat and pull, or you might even be able to roll the shoulders under and interlace the fingers. Make sure your toes point in a little toward each other and spin your inner thighs down as if you're holding like a beach ball or a little ball between the inner thighs. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. And then release and slowly lower down. Just let your knees drop in toward one another for a moment. And rest. And think of something as you rest here that you're grateful for. Anything at all. I'll take the knees apart again. Knees over ankles as you inhale, return to bridge. So you can grab the sides of the mat, pull. You can interlace the other pinky and roll the shoulders under, or just keep your palms flat. Spiral the thighs in toward each other as you lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. So you want to think about finding length in the lower back. Release and lower back down. And then hug your knees into your chest. And gently rock yourself side to side. Your low back gets a nice little massage this way. Keep the right knee hugging in, extend the left leg out. You can keep the knee bent or straight. And now take your right knee over to the left and look over your right shoulder and twist. If that's too intense, then bend both knees. So twisting is great for keeping the spine healthy and lubricated. Let's come back to center. Draw the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg, or you can keep it bent with the foot on the floor. And now take the left knee over to the right side, looking over the left shoulder. Remember, if that's too intense, make sure that you bend your right knee as well. And breathe here. And then make your way back to center. Hug the knees into the chest one more time. Lengthen your lower back toward the floor. Take your feet to the floor. Keep lengthening hips toward backs of knees. Knees can stay bent or extend the legs all the way out. Let your feet flop open. Arms by your sides. With your palms faced up, close your eyes. Taking a nice rest. Our quote today is from the Dalai Lama, who says, "World peace begins with inner peace." So enjoy a little inner peace now. I will be back with you in a moment. Begin to take deeper breaths as you move your hands and feet and stretch through your arms and your legs. And now bend your knees, roll yourself off to your right side, and support yourself with your left hand as you slowly come up to seated. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart, and bring your hands to your forehead to remind you to have clear and loving thoughts. And hands to heart center to remind you to have clear and loving intentions. And the hands to the mouth reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy and peace to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Very great work today. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Now, if you're still here at the very end, our word for today is exciting. So if you're still here, write the word exciting in the comments, and then I will know that you stayed to the very end. See you tomorrow. Bye.